everybody. I'm going to take my mask off because I am in here in my office by myself. So I'm going to take my mask off, but I just want to talk to you guys today about registering your child for their freshman year here at Barren County High School. Normally, we have parent night in the auditorium where you come in and I do this presentation with Mr. Murphy and Miss Bunch in front of you. However, with the current situation that we are in with health precautions, I'll be doing this from my office. But the good news is you can watch it. You know, if you have questions or you need to go back and listen to something again, you can do that. So I don't know, this may be something that we want to look at in the future. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over briefly what your child will be registering for as a freshman at Barren County High School. So we try to keep it as simple as possible so that they are not overwhelmed with choices and decisions that have to be made. But I know you as parents are very anxious about your child coming to the high school. You will love the fact that your child will be at the Trojan Academy, and it is for just freshmen. So they will be with freshmen only here at the Trojan Academy. It is one hallway, all freshmen. We have our own office staff. We have our own principal, Mr. Murphy, which he will introduce himself, and myself, their own counselor. I'm Miss Nicole.Jones, and I am the counselor for just the freshmen. And you will also meet Miss Carrie.Bunch, and she is our ECE 504 and Special Populations Counselor as well. So we all three work together to make this the best experience for your child that we possibly can. We want them to leave here and be successful and ready to be an upperclassman up at the big high school and ready to go for their sophomore year. And that's what we're doing right now, is preparing our freshmen to be sophomores. So I want to talk to you just a little bit about your kids. They are going to receive this week from their counselors, they are going to receive this green form, which is what our registration sheet is. If you have older high school students, they have completed their registration online through Infinite Campus. We felt like with you all and 8th graders coming up, that might be a little overwhelming. So we wanted to give them the original paper copy that we've always done so that they can look at it and you guys can look over it together and see all the options that are available. On the left-hand side of this sheet, there are your general education courses, such as your English, maths, and science, health, and PE. Those classes we base that on teacher recommendation, test scores. We'll look at their MAP scores from this year, and we will take into consideration, our non-traditional school year that we have had in placing kids, because we want to place kids in class in the level that they are going to be the most successful and learn the most. And that may be honors level in a math class, or that may be honors level in an English class and science, or that may be our basic level, just to make sure that they get caught up on some of the things that they have been missing. So we will kind of make those decisions. So the only decisions that you guys as a family will have to make are the 2 elective courses that the children will take at the end of the day. And that's where we start into what you might hear the term career pathways. We talk about career pathways with kids a lot, starting in middle school, because we're trying to get them to think about what careers might interest them. We know they're not ready to choose their career path for the rest of their life right now. Some kids, are dead set what they're going to do when they graduate. But at this point, kids are still exploring. And that's what we try to do, is give them an avenue to explore something that they're interested in so that they can find out if that's something that will work well for them as a career choice, or something that they may decide, no, that's not really the path I want to take. So that's what we offer them. And that's the 2 classes that you will choose. You will also receive a course description guide that we have for 9th grade. We have listed in this course description guide each of the elective classes that you see on this green sheet. We have given you the name, how many credits they will receive, and a description of what the class entails. So this is in alphabetical order. Well, no, it's not in alphabetical order. I take that back. It is in order of how it appears on the green sheet. So you will flip through the pages, and it will have every one of these classes that's listed here. A description will be listed in this course description packet. So you will receive both of these things. Your child will receive both of these for you to look at, okay? Their copy for you to look at might be white. I think the counselors want to do a rough draft white copy and then have the kids copy it over to the final copy. And that's fine either way. So we just want to make sure that we get these filled out and we get these back as soon as possible, because I want to get these in the computer so that we can start scheduling kids as soon as we are able. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is just foreign language. So foreign language is something that if your child plans to attend a four-year college or university, such as Western UK, Murray State, Center College, Lindsey Wilson, for pre-college curriculum, they are asked to take two foreign languages. So they would take two consecutives, such as Spanish 1 their freshman year, Spanish 2 their sophomore year, or Chinese 1 and 2. Spanish 1 is offered freshman year. It's offered every year up to their junior year, but you want to have Spanish 1 taken by your junior year of high school. So they do not have to take that next year, but they want to make sure that they get that foreign language in before their junior year or by their junior year. Chinese is another class that is offered. It is two classes in one. So when they sign up for Chinese, if they just sign up for that next year, then they will receive both credits in 1 year. Now, with Chinese, that is a very high honors level class. It is taught by someone who is very fluent in Chinese. So that is something that you want to consider if your student is an honors level student. Arts and Humanities is our next thing. To graduate from Barren County High School, you have to have a certain amount of English credits, math, science, social studies, arts and humanities, and health and PE. So you have to have one arts and humanities and one health and PE before you graduate. You can get that arts and humanities credit your freshman year if you'd like, or you can wait and do that sophomore, junior, or senior year. Arts and humanities classes that we offer are our visual arts class, which is your drawing and painting class. Concert marching band, if you sign up for that, you will have to have been in concert marching band as a middle schooler to register for that class. Orchestra is the same. To be in the high school orchestra, you already have to know how to play the instruments, so you have to have been involved your middle school years. Chorus, any student can sign up for chorus, and chorus is, of course, our singing and music class that we offer. The next thing is social studies. We offer world civilization and AP world history. Those are classes that you can take this year or next year. You can do it either way. If you don't want to take social studies this year, you can wait till next year. Our world civ class is required for graduation. If you are a very high level student, a very high honors level student, very independent working, you might want to consider our AP world history class. That is a college level, a higher level advanced placement class. And if you pass the test that is given at the end of the year, it's a national test, and you pass with a 3, 4, or 5, you can receive college credit for that class. But that is a class that if you are a higher level honor student, that would be a good class for you. And you can take that in place of that World Civ class. Our agriculture is another pathway that we have. A lot of students are very interested in our agriculture with the community that we have. We are a very highly sought after agriculture community. We also have one of the best national ranking ag departments in the country, and definitely in the state of Kentucky. So we offer a lot in that area. The first class that you would take as a freshman would be the Principles of Ag Science class, and that's offered to you as well. Junior ROTC is a class offering that is for students that are interested in citizenship and interested in maybe even into the military. This is our program where it is run by the Army, but you do not have to go into the military to take this class. It is offered to any student. If you do plan to go into the military or are interested in the military, it is a great stepping stone to get some credits ahead of time before you go into military school. Then we have our business pathway. Our business teachers are located at the Technical Center down the hill. And in our business pathway, we offer digital literacy, which is the beginning computer class discussing Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Goes into more detail than what we normally learn about those on our own. And then Principles of Marketing, which discusses marketing trends and how to market products in today's society. And then we have Family and Consumer Science, which for some of us old people, it used to be called home ec class. Our Family and Consumer Science pathway, we offer the parenting and early lifespan development, and that's for students that are interested in learning about small child development. And then we have our Intro to Culinary Nutrition, and that is what used to be called our foods class, or where you cook and you learn how to make things in our new high-tech lab that looks like, to me, something from Food Network that we offer here at the End Zone. Our health science pathway, we have Principles of Biomedical Science, which is our project Lead the Way. That is an honors level class. It is a class that can continue on. You can take different levels of the Principles of Biomedical Science if you're interested in the medical field, in maybe becoming a doctor. This is a very good class for you. Allied health classes are also available, and they are in our healthcare field. We have emergency procedures in allied health, and then we have body structures and functions, and those are definitely, if you plan to or interested in the nursing field, pharmaceuticals, or phlebotomy, those classes, or even into want to be a doctor, those classes are stepping stones to those careers as well. Then we have engineering. Our engineering pathway is for students that are interested in being any type of engineer, from civil engineer to electrical engineer, all the way across the board. And we also have an architectural design pathway that goes hand in hand with our engineering pathway. And in that class, you can take the Intro to CAD class, and that pairs with that engineering. They do ask that if you take the engineering class, that you also sign up for the Intro to CAD class. If that conflicts with another class you're wanting to take, let me know, and maybe we can work something out. But those two go hand in hand, and they work well, and they like for the students to take those together. We also offer the computer science program, and that is for students that are interested in computers or working with computers, whether it be from networking to the insides of the computer to creating apps for the computer and so on. So there are different areas that you can go into, but we have the beginning computer science class that's offered as well. Now we have offered at the Tech Center, starting this past year, we are able to offer a few slots to freshmen in our HVAC services, our manufacturing and electricity at the Tech Center. We're very excited about that. We are only able to offer that to a small number of students because our Tech Center that we have down here, the ATC, is we have a feeder program. So not only do Barren County students attend there, but also Glasgow, Hart County schools also attend there as well. So there are limited spots of availability for freshmen in those classes. So we will be looking at, if you register for those, we'll be looking at discipline records and attendance records and grades when we look at those classes. So we want to make sure that we have someone that's very responsible in that class, because as you can imagine, working with electrical units, HVAC, refrigeration, and machine tools is a very dangerous area if it's not taken seriously. And so we are very particular about who we allow in those classes. So we will be looking at discipline when we choose students that have asked for that class. So I've given you an overview of all the electives that the freshmen can register for. So I hope that has helped. And with the course description, with this video and the course description, you will feel like you are informed in making a decision about your child's classes. If you have questions, you can email or call me. Email is usually best because I can always go back and check my email. If you have a question, and if you'd like to set up a meeting this summer or sometime this semester, we can try to make a meeting happen if you would like to do that as well. I do meet with parents over the summer when we're working on schedules. So if you would like to do that, we would be happy to do that with you. Hopefully before school starts next year, we will be allowed to have some sort of focus day with our upcoming freshmen. If not in person, which fingers crossed, we sure do hope we can do in person. If not, We will make sure that we do something virtually with you all and your kids to make sure they get a tour of where everything is located. So we're excited about having your students here at Barren County High School. A final thing just to go over, once again, your child's going to circle 2 electives, and then at the bottom, I would like for them to list 4 other electives in order, 4 different from the 2 they circled here. List 4 other alternates that in case one of these filled up that they asked for, I could put them in one of these, and I would try to get them in something that I know that they're interested in. So they're going to circle 2 here, and then they're going to fill in 4 alternates down here. And that's all I need for you guys for registration next year. So if you have any questions, once again, just email myself at nicole.jones@barren.kyschools.us. You can also email Mr. Murphy or Miss Bunch. They will also, and it's carrie.bunch at barren.kyschools.us and daryl.murphy at barren.kyschools.us. Any of us will be glad to answer questions. And if it's something that needs to come from me, they will forward it on to me. Or you can give us a call at 270-629-5505. I look forward to seeing you and working with your students. Thank you.
Hi, 8th grade parents and students. My name is Carrie Bunch, and I'm also one of the guidance counselors here at Barren County High School. Along with Miss Jones, I will be helping some of the 9th grade students next year be successful in their classes as their counselor. Mr. Murphy is the principal here, and you will hear from him as well a little bit later. But I will be working with students who might have a 504 plan or an IEP. A lot of you have already talked to me through some 8th grade transition meetings, and I cannot wait to see you all once school starts in August. I just had some additional things to talk to you about on top of what Miss Jones said about the registration process. If you are a virtual student, you might not be getting this green sheet that she showed everybody else. You're probably going to be doing something a little bit different. We have come up with a Google form for you to fill out your elective choices for next school year. And so you'll be getting that probably through email from Mr. Rickard in the next week or so. So continue to check your school email for your Google form to sign up for your elective classes for next year. Also, when we talk about elective classes, we didn't really go into great detail on what that will look like on your schedule. The first few classes of your schedule will be your core content, will be your algebra, your English, your integrated science, and your health and PE rotation. But that last hour and a half of every school day will be when you take those electives. That's where you'll go up to the high school and you'll go into those choices that you put on your registration sheet. It could look one of 2 ways. It could be a 90-minute class that goes from August to December, and then you'll switch and take a different 90-minute class from January to May. Or you could do both of your electives all year long, and they would only be 45 minutes each during that last hour and a half of the day. So we just kind of wanted to clarify that. If you see YL, that means it's a 45-minute class all year long. And if you see the word block beside your elective, that means it will be a 90-minute class, one semester or the other. A few things that are different about 9th through 12th grade from kindergarten through 8th are, you're not only getting grades, but you're also earning what we call credits. And credits are very important. They are as important as your grades. Once you pass a class, you earn 1 credit. In order to get your high school diploma, you have to receive 22 classes where you have passed those to get those 22 credits. A lot of our students have at least 30 credits or close to 30 credits, so there is a little bit of room there, but we don't want you all to fail any classes. So the freshman year is very important. It is that foundation of those high school years. It sets that tone for the next 4 years that you are in school. So work very hard, focus on those classes. You have 6 classes your freshman year, and then 10th through 12th grade, you'll have 8 classes. So we don't bombard you with as many courses that freshman year. So it's very important that you do well, you pass all of your classes, you get good grades, and you earn those 6 credits because you want to be a sophomore. And in order to be a sophomore, you have to have passed at least 5 of those classes, okay? Every year, the number goes up in order for you to pass and move on, and you don't want to be retained. We want to make sure that you pass. And by the time you're a senior, you might just have your math and English class, and then you can have 6 electives of your choice where you can really enjoy that senior year and be on those pathways that you have chosen for your career. If you have any questions or concerns about transitioning up to the 9th grade, like Ms. Jones said, reach out to her. You can reach out to me or Mr. Murphy. We are also available through not only email, but if you go to the Barren County High School website, we have a counselor's corner, and all of our names are listed there. Ms. Jones is listed in her contact. I'm listed in my contact. And we also have a Barren County High School Facebook page for the guidance counselors, and we also have a Barren County High School guidance counselor Twitter. So if you have any questions, you can go message us there, or you can follow our feed because we post all kinds of announcements there about upcoming events. So hopefully we will see you very, very soon in person. We hope to have, like she said, a 9th grade a day where you come in and you meet your counselor and you meet your principal and you meet all of your teachers and go through your schedule. We usually try to do that in August, and we're hoping that everything will be back to normal at that point. But in the meantime, give us a call, shoot us an email, or reach out to us through social media.
Good morning, Barren County Middle School 8th graders. I'm Mr. Murphy, the principal here at the Trojan Academy, and I'm coming to you this morning to talk to you about a very important event that's getting ready to happen for you. Registration has begun at Barren County High School, and that means registration has begun at the Trojan Academy. As 9th graders next year, it is vitally important that your registration process goes smoothly. We want to make sure that you are enrolled in the proper classes and you have the opportunity to see the electives that we have to offer here at the Trojan Academy in Barren County High School. I know that Ms. Bunch and Ms. Jones have both been on before me to talk to you about a variety of things as it relates to registration. First and foremost, I want to tell you this. Enjoy your last few days as an 8th grader at the Barren County Middle School, and then when summer comes along, enjoy those days. But this is your first step towards high school. Registration at the Trojan Academy is vitally important. Have conversation with your parents about the classes that you're going to take. Our hope is that over the summer we can have a freshman-focused night where you and your parents can come to the Trojan Academy with your schedule and tour their campus. Walk around and see where your classes are going to be located, meet with your teachers, and have a better feel of what it's going to look like when you're back in person in the campus area in the fall. So again, as you begin the process of making your schedule, registering for classes, make sure that you are thinking about your future, not just the next year at the Trojan Academy, but the next 4 years at Barren County High School. We want your freshman year at the Trojan Academy to be the best year that you've ever had, but also look forward to the next 4 years of your entire future at the high school. So when you're picking those classes and you're making those decisions, make sure that you make those wisely based on a career or future that you want to have past high school. Again, we look forward. We are excited to having you back on campus in the fall. Hopefully we'll have freshman focus this summer. But in the meantime, if you have any questions or your parents have any questions, feel free to reach out to the Trojan Academy. Thank you. Have a great rest of the day.